Have you ever questioned what it really means to be a guiding light in the lives of the people we care about? Imagine masculinity as a fabric made from threads of intelligence and sensitivity, rather than as a strict template. As we navigate the ups and downs of relationships, there's one big question we need to answer. How can we give our loved ones just the right mix of mental and emotional support? Come along with me as we reinvent what it means to be a man, in a world where knowledge and compassion come from the depths and vulnerability dominates. I take it that you're prepared to take control and provide your loved ones with the steadfast support they need. So fasten your seatbelts, because we're going to explore what it means to be masculine and offer emotional support. It may seem odd to be emotionally supportive in a culture where toughness is highly valued in conventional masculinity, but
You want to get away with this?
let me tell you something. The right thing is to always be there for your loved ones and to reassure them that you have their support. It's about reframing resilience and strength, and accepting vulnerability is the first step in that process. Yes, I did say it, vulnerability. I get what you're thinking, though. Vulnerability must equate to weakness. False. Speaking out about your fears and hardships requires a lot of bravery, but when you do, your group will feel comfortable enough to do the same. Now, go forth and set a good example. Teach them that it's acceptable to be vulnerable and open about their thoughts. Let's speak about active listening next. None of that waiting your turn to talk, half-listening attempts. I mean, paying close attention to what they have to say. Take note of their tone, body language, and words. To let them know you're all in, repeat back to them what you've heard. That's how you earn their trust, my friend, by demonstrating your unwavering presence. Next up, validation. When a friend is depressed, don't ignore them or attempt to cheer them up. Spend some time acknowledging their feelings, even if you do not fully get their point of view. It gives them a sense of security and warmth, much like giving them a warm blanket on a chilly night. For example, the relationship between a husband and wife relies heavily on validation. When you both validate one another, a loving, supportive, and understanding environment is created. Saying to a loved one, "Hey, you're doing great," or "I believe in you," gives them the strength to face whatever challenge life presents. It's not simply words that validate them. It's a lifeline that lets them know they're not traveling this insane road alone. So, never stop sending out kind thoughts. You never know how much they will mean to someone in need. Tell them there's no judgment, and it's acceptable to feel the way they do. Sometimes it may make all the difference in the world to simply know that someone is listening to you and accepting of you. Be that person for your loved ones. Next one is empathy and compassion. Try to put yourself in their position and comprehend what they're going through. Whatever you do, show them you care. I thought we were all in this together. So, be that person they can always rely on for support and advice. Being available and present is a game changer. It might mean the world to your friends to take the time to simply be there for you. In a world where everything is always on the go, you can text them, call them, or better yet, show up in person. Being available to your loved ones means being there for them emotionally, as well as physically. It's being there with an open heart and a listening ear, willing to lend a hand or just to share a moment. When you're accessible, you're a lighthouse in the dark and a safe haven throughout life's storms. Being present is crucial, whether it's during an impromptu coffee talk or a late-night call for assistance. Making time for the people who matter most.
What's up?
I wanted to give you this.
What? Oh, is that a letter I see there in your hands, Miss Muge?
This is no—
And placing relationships above distractions is what it means to be accessible. Being present both physically and spiritually is essential for the growth of meaningful connections. Show them that you are there for them, rain or shine. That's the essence of a real friendship. Take care of yourself, my man. Be careful to look after yourself, since you cannot pour from an empty cup. Whether your friends are exercising, meditating, or just lounging with Netflix, encourage them to follow suit. We all need a little TLC from time to time. and nobody is ashamed to take care of number one. Lastly, and perhaps most crucially, limits. Indeed, they are significant. Be considerate of your friend's personal space and privacy by not pressuring them to reveal more than they are comfortable with. Tell them it's okay to chat anytime they're ready and you're available. They'll appreciate the respect, I promise. Now that we have learned about how we can provide emotional support to our loved ones, let's dive into the world of intelligence. How can we provide our loved ones with an atmosphere that fosters intellectual development and support so that knowledge grows and curiosity flourishes? We are going to get into it just now. In a society where conventional masculinity prioritizes physical strength over mental intelligence, providing intellectual assistance may come off as unexpected. But let me tell you something. The essence of authentic masculinity is being the wise guy, who is always willing to impart advice. The goal is to redefine resilience and strength, and the first step in that direction is to value intelligence. Let's start by discussing the importance of information and skills. You are very talented. You have something worthwhile to impart, whether it's your proficiency in a certain area, your development of a particular skill, or just your life experience. Now go ahead and assist your loved ones in advance by using your intelligence and information. Next, offer guidance and advice. You've had some experience with this before, right? That implies that you have picked up a few tips along the road. Therefore, don't be reluctant to provide your friend or partner guidance when they ask for it. Give them some sound advice, impart your knowledge, and assist them in handling life with confidence. Let's now discuss developing critical thinking abilities. You're as smart as they come. Encourage the people you love to question assumptions, evaluate the evidence, and think critically about their environment. Encourage kids to think critically, and you'll see them develop into smart individuals who can handle any challenge that life presents. And remember, learning is a lifetime process. There's always something new to uncover in the vast and magnificent planet. Thus, venture forth, embrace novel experiences, and motivate your loved ones to follow suit. The experience never ends, whether it's picking up a new hobby or a new skill, or just discovering what's out there. Let's now discuss addressing problems. Take a deep breath, break it up into manageable tasks, and take it one step at a time. Your loved ones and you both have this. Urge them to be imaginative and innovative, and to never give up until they have solved the problem. While we're on the subject of thinking, let's discuss growth. Isn't it the development mindset that you all adhere to? So, never give up on being the finest version of yourself. Instead, maintain your optimistic outlook and your desire to learn new things. Your loved ones will be motivated to persevere after witnessing your resolve. And lastly, set an example. Set a good example, dear friend. Show those you care about what it means to be inquisitive, ambitious, and fearless in pursuing your aspirations. Set an example for them to follow, and be someone they can look up to. Being a man is about being there for those you love, no matter what. It has nothing to do with holding back what you feel and not sharing your thoughts. Providing a shoulder to cry on, acknowledging emotions, and listening without passing judgment are all parts of providing emotional support. Intellectually, it entails having insightful discussions and offering actionable advice to those who you care about. When combined, both these elements provide a strong basis for fostering connections. So, gentlemen, let us redefine what it is to be a man. By emulating compassion, understanding, and support, let's create an atmosphere where everyone feels heard, seen, and supported as they travel through life by being the rock-solid foundations that our loved ones can rely on. If you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. If you want more videos like these to work on your masculinity, make sure to subscribe to our channel.